Becoming a parent in law school was intense for me and my family. We had our first son in the fall of our first semester when I was a 1L. I wish I would have known how achievable it was, how satisfying it is. I could probably save myself some stress.
So I'm actually a transfer. I was in DC doing an internship. I got the call that I got in. The next day I found out I was pregnant. So that was pretty crazy. And then I calculated the due date in my head and I was like, yeah, that's in the middle of the school year. You know, it was just racing through my mind is like, how am I gonna do both of these things?
One of the tips that I give a lot of students who I talk to who are thinking about becoming parents is to use the school's resources. The Dean of Students office does a great job with academic support for students. If you're a breastfeeding mother, you can get accommodations to pump in the middle of an exam. If you're pregnant, you can get a seating accommodation so that you can stand up at the back of the classroom when you need to stand up. You can get notes for when you're out of class or class recording.
Throughout my whole pregnancy, they were checking in on me, making sure that, I was comfortable and that, I didn't have any issues with like going to class.
As a law student, you have about 18 hours a week of scheduled requirements, and that's if you're in your heaviest semester. Everything else is on your own time. It's discretionary. So absolutely, it's a lot of work to be a law student, but the time flexibility ended up being a real advantage to me, and I thought that was one of the things that makes having kids in law school kind of a really opportune time.
My daughter was born. I was in the hospital for a few days, and yeah, she was born healthy and everything, but she did not pass the newborn hearing screening. And then that's when 3 weeks later, we were referred to do follow-up testing, and we found out that she has severe to profound hearing loss. The administration, my peers, the community here stepped up and really, filled in for me, and supported me in whatever I needed to get me through.
The school provides all families with subsidized childcare for kind of emergencies or when you need an extra set of hands. That's been really helpful for me and for a lot of my parent friends.
The end of the story is that my daughter received her cochlear implant and she loves it and she's doing really great. I finally feel like I'm to that point where she's doing incredible, and I just want to tell everybody thank you. Thank you for getting me to this point, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without the community here. So it's possible to pursue your academic goals, your dreams of becoming a lawyer, while also starting a family. I think that Harvard really made sure of that. They wanted to see me succeed, and I think she'll be happy to know that, she has a mom who graduated from Harvard Law School, and I just want to make my daughter proud. So that's really, really the end of it.